Aloha Kauai, I'm Trisha Allen, and sitting to my right we have Andrea Alfiller. She is a program coordinator for RSVP, which is a program that is part of the Agency on Elderly Affairs, sponsored by the County of Kauai.
So we're sponsored by the County of Kauai Agency on Elderly Affairs, and we also fall under the umbrella of the federal program, AmeriCorps Seniors.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And you have an event coming up on the 25th that we will talk about in a minute. But first, let's cover what RSVP is and what you folks do.
Yeah, so RSVP stands for Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. So the gist of it is we engage folks 55 and older into meaningful volunteer opportunities. So it really gives folks an opportunity to meet community needs in all these different focus areas that we try to meet.
Yeah.
Volunteers can, give back. They can feel like a sense of duty, or to utilize their skills and interests to find opportunities that work for them in the community.
So it's not necessarily a program for kūpuna to get services from. It's more about people 55 and older helping kūpuna that are utilizing AEA's services?
It's really a win-win situation. So it's getting people to volunteer in the community and then to meet community needs. Okay. So we partner with nonprofit organizations, private and public, government and healthcare proprietary entities. And then our job is to really place volunteers who enroll in our program through those stations. We call them those site stations, and to fulfill the needs of those organizations.
Okay, so I'm 55 and older. I contact the RSVP program and I say, I want to help. What's next?
So you can call us, you can email us, you can walk into our offices. So the one qualification is you have to be 55.
Okay.
And then we usually like to have a sit-down conversation with you to see what are your skills, what are your interests, and to hopefully place you with those skills and interests. So as a federal program, we have specific focus areas that we focus on. We have over 40 different sites and locations, and we have about 250 volunteers. So there's a whole gamut of places and jobs or work that these volunteers can participate in. We partner with places like Kauai Museum, Grove Farm, NTBG. So you would be, or DMV. So these are all—
Get out, the DMV? Okay.
So these are all places where people, they give tours. They're there to give folks information. A lot of our focus is healthy futures. So we do a lot of work around food pantries, delivering food to homebound kūpuna.
Okay.
Sometimes we have teachers who are lifelong teachers and they never want to see a classroom again. So maybe they want to do food delivery. We do environmental stewardship, so plant propagation, making sure keeping out invasive species and propagating maybe endemic plants, cataloging our plants at TBG. The whole purpose of the program is to get folks who are older, and some people who are 55 don't necessarily identify with being older, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's retired and senior. So it's about keeping them engaged and connected.
Okay.
Because that really enriches their own lives. However, part of the enriching your own life is sometimes we have volunteers, and they're volunteering for a lot of different reasons, but it's really to stay connected and to increase the social fabric of our community.
It sounds pretty comprehensive, this RSVP program. It sounds like it's not any one thing necessarily.
Right, but it does also serve the kūpuna in some ways. So one of our volunteer stations, AARP Tax Aid, they've gone to over 17 locations serving over 400 kūpuna or low-income folks, and they do their tax returns for free. It's really fun to see, how it enriches just not the lives of volunteers, but also, the greater community.
All right, that's pretty neat. And that's why it is volunteer and.
Yes.
That's the and part.
Yep.
Is there a spot on the website, I'm assuming, where people can go to kind of get all the info about the RSVP program, how to help, how to be a part of it, how to get info on it, all that?
Yeah, so we're under the umbrella of the County of Kauai Agency on Elderly Affairs. So you'll see a little snippet there. But the best way is to also call us.
What's the phone number?
808-241-4479.
Okay.
So 808-241-4479.
And should they ask for you?
They can ask for me. They can also ask for Grace Delos Reyes.
Okay.
It usually goes straight to Grace De Los Reyes right now. And then, yes, you can also ask for me. We also have email,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah, email.
Our general email is rsvp@kauai.gov. And of course, we always love to see our volunteers or potential volunteers. So step into our office. So it's PE Koi Building, 4444 Rice Street, Suite 330.
Near the DMV.
Near the DMV.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. So we have an event September 25th at Kukui Grove. And it's our National Day of Service and Remembrance. So rather than, always having that anniversary of that date just be a remembrance of tragedy, we work to kind of rekindle the spirit of like what happened after. Our country really came together, people came together across divides, and so many people stepped up for service and volunteerism. So we're gonna have, a whole nice presentation, our color guards from Waimea JROTC this year. We're going to have some speakers there, some dignitaries and some speakers. And then, of course, some nice entertainment and door prizes. And hopefully it's a day of fun and spirit and unity.
And will you have information about the RSVP program there?
Yeah, so we'll have some information for RSVP. We'll also have different stations where people can volunteer through those stations. We're also recognizing some of our gold volunteers. So the gold volunteers are folks who have contributed over 500 hours in one calendar year. So this year,
whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, so we're honoring 5 gold volunteers at this event, and it's really to kind of, celebrate them, recognize them, but also, hopefully elicit and inspire others to step up and volunteer as well.
Yeah. Do we know who those 5 people are? Do they know who they are yet?
They do.
Can we say who they are?
Sure. So we have Nancy Abreu, and she's really just this superstar volunteer. She volunteers at all sorts of different sites and locations. Some of them are Hale Kokua, Malama Kauai. When I've spoken to her, she's really moved by giving back because she was a recipient of just so much help on her end with her late husband. So it's her way of like giving back to the community that gave her so much. We have Lori Davey who step up. She's with Malama Honu. Her volunteer services sounds like a bunch of fun to me. They go out to Poipu and educate visitors and locals alike, and keeping our honu safe. We have Alan Momohara. He's just volunteering at a whole bunch of sites. Nourish Kauai, which they deliver food every Wednesday out of Crossroads. He volunteers with us, RSVP. He's a great data guy. He's on our RSVP Advisory Council, and he's taken over for TaxAid ARP, the tax services. We have Judith Stricker. Okay. She's been involved in a lot of food programs as well. And we recently, trying to reinvigorate our partnership with Catholic Charities. Okay. And then, Judith answered the call to pack some things for folks that are recently coming out of KCCC. Who's that 5th one? Oh, excuse me, Gwen Psyche. So Gwen Psyche, how could I forget Gwen Psyche? She's in our office 3 times a week. She's basically Grace De Los Reyes' right-hand woman. What's really important is that we report. So we report out, we try to tell the story of like what these volunteers are doing. So say, for example, sometimes Hanapepe Salvation Army, they're distributing approximately 800 hot meals each month.
Wow.
So 200 meals each week. So we keep data of that to basically be able to tell the story of like what these folks are doing and to be able to record hours. And what's really kind of cool about the volunteer hours is we're recording hours over a lifetime. So, some folks, it's really kind of neat to see how many hours that they contribute, over their lifetime.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's so cool that she keeps so she does the administrative portion of that, just making sure it's all straight and accounted for.
Yeah.
So important.
She helps out Grace a lot with, making sure that all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, and everything's good to go and everything's perfect. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So they're going to be recognized at your event on September 24th?
September 25th. So Thursday, September 25th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Kukui Grove Center stage. It's a 9/11 event, and we're holding it on September 25th.
It sounds like a really cool event. I really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, I think, Kauai RSVP, it's been around for a while. So we've been around for about 50 years, and obviously there's value to this program.
That's it. You can breathe now.